Okay, let's do this. I'm ready. I'm ready to go. Ready to go live. Let's share a screen. Of course, it's going to be on the other side, so you're going to see the side profile of the face. Yes, that is a green screen behind me. It is. I know it's it's not wide enough, is it? Like you can see the wall. You can see the wall here. See the wall on that side, but it's all right. It's all right. I'll fix it. I'll fix it later. So this is going to be crypto. We're going to be going over this now. Now, usually you would be saying, okay, it's going to be Starlight strategy. I'm going to be moving them to Monday. So Monday AEST time. So if we go into, oh, wow. Turns out, can't type. But Monday. So if we went over here, we went on to my Monday, we've got London, we've got PST, we've got UTC. So you'll be able to figure out your time zone. Now, I'll be going live for them in the morning. Now, I'll be going at 8 a.m. So for some reason, I have to go onto the Sunday to do this. So if it's London, it's 11 p.m. I'm sorry about that, guys. PST, it's 3 p.m. UTC, it's 10 p.m. That's what we're going to be doing. I'm going to be going live through here. You can see that maybe a better time would be my 5 a.m. I guess I could move it into the afternoon, potentially. Could do that, actually. Yeah, I might do it that. On Mondays, I'm going to go live at 5 p.m. That's what I'm going to be doing. I've just made that decision here on live. So Mondays, 5 p.m. will be Starlight. And here now it is going to be crypto. So on my Friday, this time that it's gone live at 9 a.m., I will be going. So we're going to go over the crypto one here and do Q&As. That's what's happening today. Monday, it's going to be Starlight, just because recording the strategy for Starlight, because we're in on Fridays, there's no point me reviewing sessions, leaving 2-3% potentially off the table. It's just doesn't make sense. So with that being said, we're going to go over and we're going to look at crypto stuff. Guns, how are you, mate? Yes, please remember to like and subscribe. So we're going to go over this stuff and have a look. So first of all, let's start with a really good psychology lesson. And Guns, who's in the chat right now, knows a lot about this. The hardest thing about my crypto strategy is time and patience. And I know that's true for a lot of people, right? Time and patience. That's going to be a big one. But with us, it's completely normal to go anywhere between 5 and 12 days on average, which means we can go underneath that, we can go above it, 5 to 12 days between trades. And you might be saying, Alex, how can you be hopping into crypto strategy roughly 5, 6, 7 times a week? I mean, a month then. That doesn't make sense. It's usually between the end of the month and the start of the new month. There is just a gap. That is what there is. And that's what happened here. So the hardest thing here for us as traders is to go, oh, I'm waiting. I'm setting everything up. I'm doing everything right. I'm not hopping in, and have what happened last night. This was a trade that we looked to hop in. Now, as once again, Guns talked about the other night, when we come through here, and I might go on to, where is it? Forex Factory. If we go through here and we look at my Thursday, and we look at through here, President Trump speaks. Who has a very good impact on the market? Because I didn't see this. We hopped in at an absolutely reasonable time. There was no reason that we could not hop in at 16:30. That's absolutely fine. Yes, it was coming out through here. This would have been within the 4 hours, but we hopped in earlier, right? And it could have come down. Now, at this stage, for the strategy, you could have absolutely just gone, I'm going to move my stop loss into profits and put it here, which is what I didn't do because I was asleep and I was foolish. I did not look at President Trump speaking. I didn't see this, and I was like, oh, I can't see any news. That would have been the right thing to do. So, in terms of what I would put onto this, which is Road to Forex Crypto Strategy. If you get this, you can see all of our trades right here. It was a great trade, but the orange beat us long. Yeah, exactly. This happens. It just shoots up. It just shoots right up. I'm just going to double check that I'm still not in a trade. Yeah, I'm not in a trade. We're all good. We're all good. So through here, yeah, President Trump came out. Look, if that move had gone through here, perfect. We would have won. All done, easy. But it didn't. And in that circumstance, we should have moved it into profits and we would have pulled out and it would have been fine. So that is what I'm actually going to put on here, because that is how you would do it if you were a mechanical or you were doing this mechanically. Now, just because I didn't, because I was sleeping and I was an idiot, that doesn't mean that it's a reflection on the strategy as a whole. So in terms of putting this in here, let's go and have a look at it. Yeah, we got before and afters. So this would have been our before. This was what it would have looked like here. Copy the link, paste it in there. This is obviously our after through here. Would have been a great buy. Would have been an absolutely fantastic buy. Now looking at it, and we would have done, we're going to say 0% rather than anything. Now, why are we saying 0? Because we didn't really hit anything. Say we did hop out. Where were we? We're basically here. 0.84. I was an idiot who saw the news and didn't clue in on the Donald Trump part. That's rough. That is very rough. So we all did. We all messed up. That's what it looks like. But yeah, look, that's what we're going to do. And I just don't want to pad this. I could go, oh, I'm going to put 0.84% in. I'm not going to pad it. I'm not going to pad this stuff. We're just going to leave it as it is. We hopped in here at 1800. 1800. And it was yesterday, which is the 8th of the 5th. Look at that. The difference between these two here. If we, can I even bring that up? How many days is that from the 30th? Well, 7, 8, 9. That's 9 days in between these two here. So it is what it is. Wow. Apparently my mouse just went, no, I'm going to do something absolutely crazy there. No borders. And that's what we're looking at. So this would then go to 40%. Oh, no, it stays at 41. What am I doing? But we did lose on Sol. Now, that was an actual loss. So if we go over here and we go in Solana, I'm on futures, that's why. Go over here. Just figuring out where it was. Do you know how I can figure this out so much easier? Because we've got our signals up here. Yes, 153.34. 153. Oh, where is that? 0.34. Here. Okay. 1, 2, 3. So we lost on this one as well. A shame. I'm pretty sure we would have entered right on this one here. Here's your entry off of this. Stop loss would have been, perfect. It would have been basically right on there. And you would have gone for a 1 to 3, which would have been here. Copy the link. Chuck this on here. Control V. That's before. What day was this, however? That's the real question. I can't remember. This was the 8th of the 5th at 16:30, so the exact same time. 16:30. I'm going to have to do that again. Hang on. 18:30. Wow, I'm freaking it. 18:30 for this one. I thought it was 18:30 for the other one as well. What's your checklist for those trades? That's a very good question. So for these, I have a number. So we have our rules and we have everything that we put in. So if you were a part of the crypto signals group, which is $30 a month, I could tell you and I could go into it. I'm obviously not going to give it away through here. That's not what I'm going to do, but I do go over all these trades and I do shout them out. Now, if you want to see if I do shout these out in person beforehand, which means that I'm being above board and everyone can see them, then you can join our free Discord group that is in the live section. I'm in the show notes to this. And you can ask the people in there, do I actually shout it out? But yes, it's built mainly on smart money, order blocks, and a little bit of price action, just a little bit in there. You can see it's actually quite, easy to read from how I do it. That's minus 1%. And obviously, This is our after photo through here. Is that 12? No, we lost well before Trump came through. Cool. Awesome. So those were our trades. I'm just going to double check. Yeah, 1830. That's my checklist is I pray. Your checklist is you pray. Maybe, yeah, put in your checklist news. What session do you typically trade? Okay, cool. So this, because we do stop losses, well, sell limits and buy limits, you can see that all of our data through here. So this is what you'd have access to should you sign up. You've got all the before and after photos you could possibly want. So it's crazy. So you can literally back test this to November and you will be able to see, do you understand this strategy or not, just based off of here. But you can see we've got loads of different times. 8 a.m., 8:30 p.m., 5 a.m. For the majority of the time, it's happening at 2 a.m., which is New York. I would say 60% of our trades are in the New York session. I'd probably say 60. 30% are probably in London and 10% are in Asia. For example, I still consider 5 a.m. It's not in Asia. It's the end of New York. You can see there's very little Asia ones through here. No, 1 a.m., 10 p.m., that's London. 1 a.m., p.m., those are all New York. Yeah. Makes sense in terms of market size. Yeah, exactly. 2 a.m., 7 a.m., that's Asia. That's Asia through here. Both New York. Maybe that's Asia in here. That's London. That's London. Where's a PM? That's London. That's Asia. That's an Asia session through there. Wow. And another Asia session. So maybe it's more like a 25-25. Who knows? 2020, I should say. Yeah, 10 p.m. That's London. So it's between those two times. But because you have sell and buy limits, doesn't really matter. You can just leave. Doesn't matter if you are in Australia. Yes, I am. But it doesn't matter for anyone else that's watching. You can just leave. You don't have to be there. You can literally make money while you're asleep. It's all done through sell and buy limits. You do not have to be around. For example, these two, when I called them out, and I can delete these two now because they're not in there. These ones, for example, and I'm not going to click on it because we haven't done those trades. You can just hop on here, put them into whatever you're using, Apex, you can put it into MetaTrader 5, whatever it is, and you can just go. And these ones are all in here. These ones are all in here. So yeah, pretty easy. So that's really all we've got in terms of this crypto session here. But we're doing all right. We're doing all right. You can see through here a 1 and a 0. We've never had a 0 trade, which is absolutely pretty crazy. But whoa, there we go. We are sitting on a total of 40% through here now, which is still absolutely crazy to say from here. I know that, I launched this when? From the 30th, probably when we launched it, not had the best run. Minus 2%. But that's all it is. The past two of the Sol were good. Yeah, the past two of the Sol were really good. These were, in fact, both of them went to 1 to 5. Both of them went to 1 to 5. So I made 9 and 9% there, which is 18, which is pretty crazy. We've been following you for a bit. So you on Fiverr? Yeah. Back when I was using that. Yeah, true. Yeah, nice. I see that. But yeah, that's what we have through here. That's what we have. I know since the start. Oh no, because we definitely got our first win. So this is probably when we started, probably around the 22nd. So we'd probably be more on the 2%. Who's my broker? So I use Apex. I use futures to do this because there's no spread. I use futures, but I also use Forex brokers for this as well because I can hop in during the weekends, which are the Fivers. And I'm also using my personal account. You want to diversify with this stuff. You don't just want to be in one broker, just on futures or just on Forex or just on crypto. I'm across all of them because I want to be safe. That's what you should do. Yeah, I love the Fivers so far. Yeah, they're pretty good. They're pretty handy. They can help you out for sure. Damn, imagine that. Just went the wrong way, hey? 1.29%. And we only needed 1.7. It was going good. It was in our direction. And you can see the strategy, even though it didn't work through here, we've got this ability to go through here. We've got the ability. Like, it does respect what we're doing. It just didn't respect it enough. Now, is an exciting part for all of you that are watching this. There might be a very cool update coming to this strategy, a very, very cool update. And I think I've got enough data for it. And I'm going to quickly talk about it here on these losing ones so we can have a look. Oh, that's the before and after photo. Maybe that's not the best one. Maybe we try this one instead. Yeah. Cool. Okay. So, it's two things. One, we don't hop into these moves. We know we don't hop into these moves. So, why don't we hop into the moves, right? We don't hop into them because we know that our strategy isn't going to work. It never works. We lose on all of them. Let's have a, and I'll share this for you guys because this is actually more for my mentoree, so I can't go into too much detail here because we've got rules and everything through here. But examples of invalid trades, what happens when we hit these moves? Boom. The ability to make a lot of money is there. It is. So we are going to be implementing first for my mentorees, and then whoever signs up afterwards, right? So, yep, I don't know if I'm going to pronounce this right. It's going to be ISA or ISA. I don't know. But yeah, if you join soon, that would be great. Yeah, if it's going to be very, very bullish or very, very bearish towards it, why don't we just hop in for an opposite move? Just straight down. Why not? We know we lose on them all the time. We literally do not hop into them because we lose on them all the time. 1, 2, 3, 4. There'll probably be a fifth one that we'll put in here soon. So why not capitalize on it? We don't have to go for a 1 to 3. We don't have to go for a 1 to 2. And this is what I'm figuring out. Stop losses and take profits, etc. But can we capitalize on this move? I think we can. Yes, this only happens once every 2 months, maybe once every 1.5 months. But the moves are usually so incredibly strong. Let's see. This one was actually huge, even though it has to at least hit our stop loss, right? So we know that on average we can make 0.61% because that's how big our stop losses usually are. So if we can have a tight stop loss, like a really tight stop loss, right? And we go for 0.61% because they usually just go straight through, then maybe we can hop in for a really quick trade. Now, that's going to be coming out in the next couple of weeks. Yeah, but it's 30 minutes, so there is money to be made. Yeah, exactly right. We find out waiting for trades put you through withdrawals like an addict. Yeah, yeah, exactly right. Any Australian holidays coming up together, head back to $20. Yeah, nice. I don't think we have any Aussie holidays coming up. I don't think we have anything. I don't know if we do, but yeah. Anyway, yeah, I think that's what we're going to be doing. There might even be another change that we're making because we've got a 50%, and this is more speculation for now. We've got 50%, but take a look at this loser, for example. And I don't know what actually happens on this loser, so we can just tell. We hop in here, here's our loss, and then it goes through. There's a possibility that we can even hop into these trades and go for reversals. Possibility. Now, here's why I'm not too worried, because you could hop on and say, well, Alex, you're just giving all this stuff away for free. There's still a lot of work to be done. Stop losses, take profits, mentorship, etc. So you can. I'm here to help out and, yeah, bless up, give you guys some idea of what to do. But should this come in, and the first one that we just talked about before, comes in the next 1 to 2 weeks. That's what I'm hoping to launch. 1 to 2 weeks. We can look at that and potentially make an extra, let's just say 3% a month. 3% a month. Let's just say that. But the other ones, because we've got a 50%, because we've got a 56% win rate, we're losing half as much trades. So what if there's an opportunity to reverse the strategy and flip it on its head? Still keep this one and then have crypto strategy plus. That is what could be very, 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 very cool. So, yeah, a lot to look over, guns. A lot to look over. But I'm going to leave this here for now. It's only been 20 minutes. I think we got quite a few people, actually. This is the most I've ever seen live here. So before I do, any questions, anything that you guys want to tell me? Because I've just any Aussie holidays to bring it back your membership to $20. You've attended my live, so yeah, you can have. I'll give you the first 3 months for $20. How about that? There you go. You've attended my live. You can message me on Discord, and you can do it. You can do it. So there you go. As a thank you for attending my live. So you can do that. Cool. All right. Apart from that, do we have any questions? I guess no worries. I guess it pays to attend my lives. Thank you. You're helping me out on YouTube, so it's good. Better like and subscribe. Yes, like and subscribe, please. I'd love that. It helps me in the algorithm a lot. So yeah. But questions, any questions, anything that you've seen on here since you've started trading, this is the time to say, okay, I've seen this, or I thought of this, or I'm struggling with this, or this is happening to me. If not, don't worry. I'm going to go out. It's a beautiful day. I'm going to get coffee, even though we lost last night. But yes, just as a last thing, everyone should remember that because we do wait between trades. Oh, wrong one. Road to Forex crypto strategy. Make sure that you are part of the group and you don't do this by yourself, because it can be really hard. It can be really hard to wait 8, 9, 10 days just by yourself with no support. It is. Trading is a lonely game. And this is going to hurt when you wait and you're scratching and you're itching for a trade, like Guns has said, and then you sit there and then you lose. Then you come at break even and then you lose again. We might lose the next trade, and we don't have many signals right at this current point in time because the market's been so volatile. But it's made 40% since November 2024. That is life-changing. The only way that you're going to be able to do that is by trading the strategy appropriately and to the letter. And that's why it's good to have a group, a community. That's why it's not just a Telegram group that I do these signals on. You can chat and you can join with each other and you get involved and you can lean on each other, because it is hard. It's not an easy thing to do, but 40% since then, it's changed my life. You got a 100K account. You've got a 100K account. You've made 40%. That's $40,000. $40,000 in basically 6 months. 1 mil at 40%. That's equivalent to 400K before taxes, unless you evade. You shouldn't. Yeah. Yeah, I trade. Well, that's why I'm saying I'm moving more money into my crypto account. I'm moving more money over to the crypto side because this is done so well. But yeah, that's what it is. And guys, there's opportunity for you if you sign up to not just go for 1 to 3s. Maybe in the futures, we're going to go to 1 to 4s, 1 to 5s. Now, my crypto mentorees, we do something a little bit different, but that's because I'm there to teach them strategy. Time to make a business and cook them books. Yeah. But yeah, it's seriously life-changing, guys. I've done this in front of everyone, in front of loads of different people. For example, here's the first one that I have that's no longer active anymore. Live trade results. And let's just go over here. This is a different one. You can see that I've shared this with 41 people. 41 people can look at any given time. This is not just a gambit. It's not just here. I'm not just shelling stuff out for people not to see. Yeah, I need to be in there to get mentored. Yes, well, that is going to be more than $20. That's going to be more. But yeah, again, reach out, DM me on Discord. That's absolutely fine, because I think you are on Discord. If you're not, you can always go on to YouTube. You're going to see all of what I would be trading. View my channel. But if you go into any of my videos and you go into here, for example, let's not play that. You can see this and you can get it in touch. Join the free Discord through here and you're going to be absolutely fine. So yeah, cool. All right, guys, that is it from me. Nice 25 minutes, pretty solid. If anyone has any questions, now is the time. I'll give it to you one last time. Any questions, or are we all good? No, it looks like we're all good. Well, thank you for joining me. Guns, as always, mate. I appreciate you being here. And again, Isa, however I'm supposed to pronounce it. I'm so sorry if I'm ruining that. I'm very, very white. I'll DM you. Yeah, sounds good. Thank you for being a part of this. I really enjoyed this one in particular. On Azaius? Azaius? Is that how I'm supposed to pronounce it? Azaius or Azaius? You can DM me and I'll do it. I'm just literally just going, white man can't pronounce word that's not Greg. Okay, yeah. Okay, sweet. I couldn't do it. I could do it. Yeah, nice. Yeah, easy. Cool. All right. Thank you for this. Yes, on Monday, I will be going over our Starlight strategy to show you how that's been going as well. Me no English. Yeah, I'm poor. I'm poor. I'm very poor. So yeah, easy guys. Well, that's gonna be it from me. All right. Have a good one. Bye.